can't just take this lying down, said Johanna next morning, whatever it is, and whoever's behind it. We need to do something. We can't get at the nightmares on our own, can we? Harry replied, a nervous look in his eyes. He's spooked, thought Johanna, even Harry. But we can't back off. We've got to show them. No, but there's stuff here in our world we can do for ourselves without Mr. Phigg and the others. Stuff that is linked to the nightmares somehow. Like what? Let's go and see if we can stop Molly being suspended. You said she hadn't done anything wrong. Maybe if we tell them what you know. Johanna went to the bottom of the stairs and shouted up. Mum, is it all right if we go to the library on our way back from school? Having secured a distant yes, she turned back to her brother. The town hall's just round the corner from the library. We can call in there on the way. It had seemed a good idea in the morning, but Johanna was less sure that afternoon, after school, as she stared up the steps to the tall, grand Victorian building. It wasn't quite the same without hundreds of marchers behind her. Best not to think too much about it. Come on, Harry, she said, more firmly than she felt, and strode through the door, heading towards the reception desk. Wait, hissed Harry as soon as they were inside, and pulled her firmly behind a display stand in the lobby. It's him! They peered out to see Darby Ostler strutting across the parquet floor, giving curt instructions into a mobile phone. Yes, precisely. And make sure you do. I don't want any more delay, or heads will roll, including yours. I'll be up there later to check. He ended the call as a tall woman in a smart houndstooth print suit came into the lobby from the offices behind. Darby, she called to him, I'm glad I caught you. How's it all going today? He gave her a tight smile. Everything is fully under control. Rest assured. Are you certain we're doing the right thing? We're handling an impressive planning application entirely properly. All the I's will be neatly dotted and the T's carefully crossed. There's nothing for the chief executive to worry about. Her planning director has it all safely in hand. But it's not every day we have marches to the town hall, protests in the street, letters to the press. It's all a bit of a nightmare now, isn't it? Let me handle the nightmares, Chief Executive. I like a challenge, as you know. Isn't that why you gave me the job? Yes, you're right. It's your responsibility, and I'll leave you to it. Rather you than me, I must say. Good luck, Darby. Keep me in touch with developments. With that, she turned and swept out of the door into the street, while the Director of Planning went on his way into the building, a broad grin on his face. Smarmy, isn't he? Whispered Harry, and cocky. He gives me the creeps, but he's not going to win this one. Come on. Johanna went up to the receptionist. Hello. Could we speak to someone from the Human Resources Department, please? Whoever it is who deals with teachers. Oh, come to complain about one, have you, dear? The receptionist laughed. I'm surprised we don't get more of that. Johanna gazed back without smiling. No, it's not that at all. It's about a teacher who's been suspended and shouldn't have been. The receptionist stopped laughing. Ah, well, I'm not sure that you can do anything about that, but take a seat over there for a moment. The children went to sit on the bench he had indicated while he spoke to someone on the phone. They waited for several minutes while different people came and went, and the busy life of the town hall rolled on around them. Eventually, a young woman came out of the offices, walked over and sat down on the bench next to them. Hello, she said. I work in the HR department. You must feel very strongly about something that has happened to come to us like this, but you must realise that we have to keep all our cases completely confidential. I can't talk about them. If someone you know has been suspended, then there must have been a real reason for it. But don't worry, everything will be fully investigated and they'll be able to put their side of the story before anything is decided. It's a fair process. But it's not fair, said Harry. She hasn't done anything wrong. I'm in her class and I know. I'm afraid I can't discuss any individual case with you, but you can be sure that everything will be looked at carefully. It's Molly Williamson, said Johanna, and noticed that the young woman's head jolted slightly when she heard that name. She just organised a march, that's all. We were given no choice with... She stopped herself. No, I've told you, I can't discuss individual cases. I think you'd better go. She stood up. You're brave children for coming in like this, but there's nothing you can do about it, and nothing that I can do about it either. Goodbye now. She went back into the offices. I wonder what she meant, said Johanna as they left. Given no choice. I don't know, Harry replied with a shrug. Well, we tried. Come on, we better grab some books from the library before we go home.